Hello, JDs and Lenelman. It's me, Mason Molitor, and my color commentator,
Wesley Bartwell.
and we're here on the field before the game here, lovely night, against Washington, giving something a little different to start the game tonight is a pregame show here. Just going to kind of talk about how the game's supposed to go, how things I've said to the coaches, and what they think about the game. I mean, biggest thing I talked or saw so far is Cody McMullen passing that 1,000 throwing yard mark. Been absolutely launching it.
It's definitely an impressive achievement this late into the season.
Well, I mean, he's getting there early, so I think there's a lot more to come. I'd love to see 2,000 yards out of him. Talk to the offensive coordinator, Coach Smith. Absolute pleasure to talk to. Let me in on their offensive plan, their offensive scheme for tonight, which was really cool. So we're running a lot of run-pass options, or RPOs. So basically, the goal is every play, hand off the ball, but they've got a pass scheme wide open if need be. It all depends on how Washington runs their defense tonight. And their defense is one that hasn't been great so far this season. Something we've seen. They're not playing great. They're 2-3. They have a low number of passing yards, only about 450, and a low number of rushing yards at about 500. We've got Jalen Mack closing in on 400 rushing yards so far this season. Cody McMullen's got at least 150. So I don't really know how this game's going to go out. We're looking for a blowout victory here on homecoming night. Speaking of which, homecoming night. Homecoming's tomorrow for our Liberty fans out there. That'll be exciting. And the defense is something that I loved. I got to talk to Kenny Nowling, our defensive coordinator, and Mr. Parks about that. And I got to see these lovely diagrams that show me how they're going to run the play. So something Washington does a lot and does really well, and this is what's helped them get their 2 victories so far this season, is they change up their offensive formations super duper well. They shift everything around, and what I heard is Mr. Jack Ryan, absolute stud, number 23, he's our middle linebacker, kind of the quarterbacking our defense tonight. He's got to make sure that our guys are in the right spot at the right time, because if Washington sees a hole in our defense, they will abuse it until we figure out how to stop it.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Talking to the coaches, there's a lot of open opportunities that Washington's going to attempt to exploit. We definitely have to be on top of our defense, and our offensive plays, when we're talking to the coaches, they definitely have a lot prepped, ready to handle the weaknesses that we've seen in Washington's defense over the past couple of games.
For sure.
As we're coming into the game, though, we're sitting about 80 degrees right now, but definitely supposed to drop towards the low 70s, 73, 70 at game start. So it should be a pretty good night for football.
Behind us, they just came out here, run a couple of plays before the game starts. It's about 5:30 now when we're recording this, and they look like they're ready for football. They're rocking some new uniforms tonight, really pretty looking, dark gray with red accents, should match the team very well. I got to talk to a bunch of players about that too, and they are super excited for these jerseys. It's their first new set of jerseys since I think the school opened.
Yeah, when we were talking about them, the uniforms have certainly been something that Liberty, they've been pretty stagnated in them. So
your Liberty Eagles! And now welcome to the field, the visitors, the Washington Blue Jays. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by our Liberty Eagle Regiment, led by Miss Sarita Magno Parsons.
Welcome back, Eagles fans, to some Liberty football here on a lovely Friday night. Homecoming week coming at you is, again, your broadcaster, Mason Molitor, and
Wesley Bartlow.
after a lovely performance of the national anthem by our band, now a performance by the Bells and the alumni Bells right quick here. I don't know if they'll be able to see this on the camera or not, but maybe you will. As we get ready to start some lovely Friday night football here. Washington 2-3, not looking strong this year. Offense hasn't been great. Only like 550 total passing yards. I mean, Cody McMullen by himself has 1,100. He's been an absolute monster this year throwing the ball. But then there's Jalen Mack, who's got 500 plus rushing yards almost. And I don't even think that they have anyone close to that kind of ability to run on Washington. So, I mean, we're looking for a strong offensive game tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Washington has been struggling in the past games that we played against them, especially last year. We've been doing really well. The coaches are excited for this game. They're thinking they're going to do pretty well. Of course, they can't let that get to the teams. They don't want the team to go slack, but Washington definitely has been struggling this year, and Liberty hopes to take advantage of that.
For sure. Just going to go over the conference standings here real quick. Zumwalt North kicked us last week. I'm going to be honest with you, 35 to 21, I believe was the final score of that game?
Yeah, just around that.
35 to 14. Tough loss, but
we've definitely, yeah, it was a good game. We've definitely been struggling with our away games. The coaches are hoping to instill a more dedicated sense of combativeness when we're no longer on home turf,
for sure.
Especially in these last couple of games that are coming up.
Yeah, and then we got North Point 4-1. Obviously, we were the only team that has beaten North Point so far with that really slow game you guys saw 2 weeks ago, that 15-12 victory. Then Fort Zumwalt South 4-1, us 3-2, Zumwalt East 2-3, along with Washington. As the captains are out on the field there.
Definitely. We have had a very good season at home so far. Our away games, we've been struggling, but after that explosive game at North Point 2 weeks ago, everybody here seems to be really excited about this game, especially for it being the homecoming game. Homecoming's tomorrow, so everybody's excited to be here. They've got a lot of Eagles pride. They're hoping to get a good start over Washington, definitely.
For sure. And got the pleasure of talking to the coaches Gonna run a lot of RPOs tonight from the offense. Gonna see a lot of run pass options. So their goal every single play is run the ball.
Definitely. Washington, in the past, and especially in the games that we've been watching, they like to have a lot of different playing styles for their offensive line. They like to change it up every time the ball's on the field. So the defensive line for Liberty is going to have to adapt to that with a strong start from their head.
With our quarterback of our defense is, dare I say, this is what the defensive coordinator, Kenny called him, Kenny Nowling, Jack Ryan. He's going to have to make sure that our defense is lined up the right way every single time, because if Washington finds a hole, they will abuse it, and they will punish us with that deep ball or that run play, whatever they decide to do.
Certainly, Washington likes to play it a little loose, trying to find ways around our pretty stoic defense, but talking to some of the players and the coaches, they're really excited for this game. They're hoping that they can shut down anything before it gets too strong, especially after our performances at home. Everybody seems to be really excited about this. They're hoping that it's going to be a blowout, even if it isn't. Even if it is a hard-fought game, the Liberty Eagles are still here to support the team.
Oh yeah. Homecoming game, crowd is filled out. There was a tailgate started at 5:45, and the parents showed up. Everybody was here. The student section is literally filled to capacity right now. I can see there's so many people here. I actually don't even know what to say about this. I am shocked with the turnout of this game. I mean, I'm impressed. The fans, diehard fans, as Liberty will receive the opening kick. Washington deferred. And we're ready to start the game here. 10 minutes on the 10 minutes on the clock. That doesn't sound right to you, does it, Wesley?
No, it doesn't. We've got 12 on ours, but...
No, there we go. They fixed it up to 12 minutes. As the refs blow their whistle. And here we go. Friday night football getting underway. Bit of a squib kick picked up by Jonah Kaler. Big sophomore brought down on the 40-yard line.
Washington shut that down pretty fast. He couldn't get much momentum. It was a good grab on his part, though. Definitely getting a hold of that and reacting to it very quickly.
My apologies. That was not Jonah Kaler. That was number 88. Number 88 on Liberty. That is Trent Fisher, one of our wide receivers. Senior this year. Been playing well. Haven't seen him too much. Our wide receiver core, our depth there is insane. So I'm not surprised he hasn't seen the ball too much, but still a really talented football player nonetheless.
Yeah, after his performances the last couple of years, he's really earned the spot that he has on varsity. He's a good, solid player.
All righty, is McMullen ready for the snap here? We got a Jalen Mack, the running back out there. Been a stud, left the game early last time against North Point, and the ball is handed off to him. Breaks through a nice tackle there for a 5-6 yard gain there onto the 47, I believe.
Washington definitely holding strong with their defense. Trying to push past them has not been very effective as of yet. I mean, it's really early into the game, the first couple of plays going off, but
Yeah, I mean, they read that one pretty well. I mean, they've got their middle linebacker out there who's watching for the ball, watching for the run. As Mack with another run, just shy of the first down here. We got 3rd and 1. Again, you're going to see a lot of run plays tonight. It's not going to be a lot of the passing game until Washington kind of figures out that we're just going to run. But we'll see where it goes from here. Definitely see a lot coming.
After the performances in his last couple of games, Washington really has to adapt to whatever is thrown at them. They are not sitting in a very good position in the standings, so it's going to be a very strong defense.
With another handoff to Mack, who will get through for the first down. So that'll be a first down, Eagles.
That play is good for Liberty. First down, EAG.
You can hear the fans starting to get loud now with the first down. McFadden at the assembly earlier this week let us know the chants. You hear that first down, he'll start with the EAG, and the student section will finish with the LES. Very impressive. They're loud. I got to give it to them.
Yeah, definitely our student section came out to support their team.
Drops back, and it'll be the first pass of the game, but McMullen will be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a sack for Washington there. Their defense, I got to give them, their defensive line is one of the best in the state. Really good at creating pressure on the quarterback if he doesn't get rid of the ball fast.
Definitely. while their performance has been a little stagnated these games that we've been watching, especially with their 2-3 standing, it's still a very strong defensive core that is shutting down most of the plays we're throwing at them.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then getting to talk to Parks about our defense as Hagner's ready for this McMullen to the snap. Another run. I believe that was by James Alexander.
Handoff to number 10,
Yep.
Jalen Mack.
That was to Jalen Mack then. I don't think that was like James Alexander for the handoff there. The number 2, what's the word I'm looking for? Running back, sorry. He's talented too. Had both of our touchdowns against the game at North Point. Looked good. And the snap here to McMullen. Drops back in the pocket, and he's going to go. He's got open field in front of him for days, and that'll be a Liberty first down onto the Washington 40.
James Alexander has had a very good couple of games, especially at home. Like you commented on that North Point game, really striving to show himself out there for more play time on the field.
Yeah, I talked to Mr. Smith, Coach Smith, said that James will be seeing the field a lot more this week after how he showed out. Looked really good in that game against North Point.
It was a really good performance on his part.
As McMullen back in the pocket, Jalen Mack back out there. The snap, fake handoff, quick toss to Trent Fisher, who will get a gain of about 3-4 yards there.
It was a good grab on his part. He tried to push through one of the Washington defenders. He just couldn't break free before the rest of them showed up.
That was Jonah Kaler, my apologies. 80 and 88 are real hard to see from up here. The New Jerseys looking good though. Got them yesterday. Very fun looking. I love the gray on red scheme. It's really fun. I know the players were super excited for these. Getting new jerseys out of nowhere is always fun.
Yeah.
His emotions is running back. The snap here to McMullen. Handoff to Mack. Good blocks and a gain of a couple of yards here.
Talking to some of the players, they're really excited to be out here in their new uniform. We haven't really seen a fresh color scheme since really the founding of the school. So it's good to see something new, something fresh coming out into the field. It'll be interesting to see how the uniforms hold up, especially not being time tested as our other sets have been. But they certainly look clean and pristine as the play resumes again.
Good ball to, cannot see the number from here, I'm going to be honest with you. I believe that's Caleb Orcutt, though. Number 17, the sophomore receiver, with a Liberty first down.
Liberty first down. EAG.
What a great chant.
Again, you've got the EAGLES chant coming out from the student section. I mean, everybody here is really enthusiastic.
They love repping the school. They are proud to be an Eagle, I'll tell you that much. The snap to McMullen. Fake. And that'll be a false start on Washington. They have been so good at inducing flags on opposing teams. You saw it a lot against the North Point game, and that was well done. I think that's a good trick play from Ryan McMillan, they're the head coach.
Yeah, McMillan certainly instilled in them their ability to get in the heads of the other teams, especially the defensive line. Like you said, in North Point, we had a time for about 5 minutes there where a play just always had a flag. Washington, just showed how good our offensive line is at getting the head of the defense.
Oh yeah, really, really impressive. I like to see that personally because that gets us free yards as we have a 1st and 5 here. And it'll be a run to Mack, who is brought down after a couple of yard gain there. That'll be good for a 2nd and short here. I believe second and 2 for the Eagles.
Very almost reminiscent of our game against North Point. It's explosive at some points, but it's really been slow gains. Washington's defense has been shutting down a lot of plays so far.
I mean, I can't believe we're already through 5 minutes of play here just on this drive alone. This game is moving so much faster than that North Point game. That North Point game was a rough one, sloppy on all ends from all the people I talked to. As McMullen's back in the snap here, back into the shotgun position, motions to Jalen Mack. Again, going to be a primary target. You hear his name a lot tonight. McMullen, quick pass. Orcutt can't scoop it, and that'll be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, talking to the coaches, Smith, Nowling, the whole team there, they definitely were not a huge fan of the Eagles' professionalism on the field against North Point. While they were happy with the total outcome, by the looks of things, they instilled with them a more professional sense of the game than what they had against North Point.
The snap to McMullen, to Mack. Quick run up the middle, and he'll be shot down real fast there. Not sure if that's good enough for the first down, but we have 4th and short here. I wonder if they're going to go for it. I mean, I know McMillan probably wants to be aggressive early in the game here. I don't think they're going to settle for a field goal. But it looks like they will settle for a field goal.
McMillan is definitely playing.
Maybe not. Let's wait and see what's happening here. They're going to go for it with a snap to the running back, Jalen Mack. You can see Washington in an all-outs blitz formation. Mack has the ball here. Good blocks, and he might have a first. But I don't know that that will be one.
Keeper by number 10, Jalen Mack. Comes up short of the first down.
Comes up short there. Washington takes the ball over here. 6:09 left, or 6:11 left here with Washington getting the ball for their first drive. What do you expect out of their offense tonight?
I'm expecting Washington to be very fluid in their motion. They've been shut down a lot by defenses that are even worse than the Eagles, so I'm expecting our defensive line to hold really well and to adapt to the change. Like we just saw with the Eagles, though, we have sort of similar defensive structure to them, though we have some uniqueness to it. So maybe some explosive bits towards the middle, but certainly a very down-to-earth play.
Something I did love talking about with Coach Parks was the way we run our defense is we have a rover out there who's just like an extra linebacker, quick check down pass, brought down by number 11 on the Eagles. That'll be brought down by number 11 on the Eagles. His name is Caleb Clay. He's one of our star cornerbacks right now.
Caleb's had a very good performance this season, coming out to show really the amount of work and effort that he's been putting in to be on this varsity team.
For sure. He's looked really solid so far this year. As a junior, first-year varsity, plays the position really well and knows his game. As you can see, their O-line is just, wow, this is such an interesting formation. I love watching the way Washington plays because they play so different. And the way that Liberty's defense handles it is also impressive.
It just really credits the amount of work the coaches put in with the team, ensuring that while they're on the field, they have a good sense of self-motivation, being able to react against plays that are different or unique from anything they've seen before.
The student section getting loud as this is a 3rd and short for Washington. And the handoff there obviously was shut down real fast. The O-line read it like a book. Jack Ryan being a quarterback out there, telling them what they need to do. Quick pass, and Caleb Clay number 7. Number 7 on defense right there, just sandwiches him. Jaden Leach, another junior out there. And that'll be a first down for Washington.
It was a good way to shut it down. Washington really didn't look like they had a great possession on that throw, but it was good to just compound on, keeping them down, making sure that nothing could have come out of it.
For sure. We got 4:35 here left in the quarter. Still score is 0-0. The score is reminiscent and run up the middle here by Washington, and what I was going to say is the score is kind of reminiscent of that North Point game. Starts off real slow, but I'm assuming it'll pick up once the offenses really get going, get warm here on this absolutely beautiful night right now. 73 degrees outside. What a day.
Just watching all the games that we've played, the Eagles really come out to compete more towards the second half of the game. We have a really strong defense that works really hard the first half, putting in the work and effort required to keep us going. But our offense comes out to shine, especially during that second half.
It's a fake handoff. Wow, that was a good one. And just a left open receiver. Could have been played a little better as he's sandwiched on the 47-yard line there. I think their formations are really working right now. I don't know if Jack Ryan was just ill-prepared. I know it's probably a lot of stress on him to memorize the way they play their formations and how they constantly change up the way they play ball. Probably a bit more on the difficult side for him to know everything, right?
Definitely is a lot of work on him. As you can see after every play, Washington really discusses every time that they get a hold of the ball and move out to push. It's a different maneuver that they send out.
They always discuss what they're going to do here. This, to me, I think is reminiscent of the way they were running the ball. So I wonder if we're going to see a handoff here. And we are. And that'll get them a net gain of about 5 yards, 6 yards. Very impressive. I believe he jumped through the middle there and just kind of dove, and that netted him 6 yards. Really an efficient run.
It was a really efficient run, using the time that was allotted, especially with the entirety of the defensive wave just crashing upon him. He was really able to push through. He got shut down really fast, of course, but it was a good, like you said, very efficient run.
I mean, they're playing ball right now. They came out here to compete. They don't want to go down to a 250 record, and I don't think anyone would here, as they're going to have another quarterback keeper. He's got no options. He's running the ball here, and we brought down from behind by the number 91, DeMarco Starwood.
DeMarco's just a stud on the field. We have a very solid defensive line with a lot of big names making Eagles history here. But DeMarco's just one of those guys you love to talk to. He's really great at his job, but he also is really enthusiastic about it.
He's a great human being, too. Academic weapon, if you will. Kid's really smart and really good at football, too. Read that play pretty well. Obviously, quarterback did net a few yard gain there, but let's see what they do here again. Looks like that run formation they've been using all night. And, right up the middle again, and they figured it out here as they're not going to let him get the first down. It'll be 4th and short for Washington.
A good reason Washington has had to adapt so much is they're going up against really good defenses, and they're going up against slightly mediocre ones. Not to say that varsity defenses is bad, but it is certainly something they relaxed into, especially after their last game. They really have to, change it up with the Eagles. We have an amazing defensive structure that can shut down anything they see twice.
Yeah, I mean, after playing teams like Zumwalt North, they've seen some definitely difficult defenses to compete against. And Liberty being unable to compete against a team like Zumwalt North gives Washington this opportunity to play well, as they're going to have I don't know what that means. Timeout called on the field here, as it is 1st and 10 with 1:14 left in the first.
It's been an explosive game. Every time either team has gotten the ball, there has been one solid run that has broken through. But after that, it's 4 or 5 yard gains.
You're right there. I mean, there have been some, I wouldn't say any explosive plays yet, but just a lot of good plays.
Yes, definitely good plays. Explosive is very generous, but
Nothing stands out. Like, there's nothing big on the momentum side right now. It's kind of a very, 50-50 game still. Two relatively neutral, in the competition level teams. But, I mean, Washington beat Zumwalt South. They scored more points off of Zumwalt North than we did, but they also lost to a team like Hillsborough and Warrenton. They got almost shut out by Warrenton, only giving up 8, only allowing themselves to score a singular touchdown. So, I mean, we'll see how this goes.
It's certainly hit and miss when it comes to Washington. Their defensive structures, their offensive structures, as fluid as they are, they cannot be relied upon by the looks of things in the heat of the moment.
As they look to be in this run formation yet again, but it's not. It'll be a check down pass to number 11 on Washington, who will break through and take a big hit by number 22, Rashad Boone, the sophomore. And God, is that kid a stud from what I keep hearing. Works his butt off in the weight room and works his butt off at practice. Goes out there and just absolutely kills it.
Especially as a sophomore, being at the position he is in varsity. Like I was just saying about a very definite defensive line, a lot of big names. Rashad is another one of those, kind of a household name within the Eagles' kingdom of, if you're going to name someone in defense, he's one of those first 3 or 4 names that pop up.
Like, if I had to list our top 5 defenders, it's got to be probably Jack Ryan, Big K, DeMarco Starwood, and then probably Rashad Boone as they fake the handoff here. Good ball to number 31, who will not be taken down just yet, but pushed out of bounds at the 5-yard line here with 40 seconds left on the clock here. There are multiple flags on the play, though, so let's see what they have to say about this.
And the time really has flown. During the North Point game, I felt like it was crawling by the second, but every time I blink, we're at a new minute standing. It's a really interesting game to watch.
I honestly, it's been 15 minutes since kickoff, and we're almost out of the first quarter. I mean, I'm impressed with how well these teams are both moving the ball. Like, they've had not great drives, but definitely, that's probably the most explosive play we've seen all night to start. And it's been efficient on both sides of the ball for everyone. Liberty moved the ball well and came up short. And right now, Washington's looking like they might score.
Washington and Liberty, like you said, it's been a very almost neutral game, both being really good, but not anything that's necessarily memorable.
Correct.
Washington.
It's an illegal block against Washington, so that'll set them back a good 10 yards.
After the penalty, they will replay first down.
It'll be a replay
Washington.
of first here after the big game. That'll definitely do something there.
After that big game, Washington, if nothing had been called, it really would have put the Eagles on a back foot, a good shift in momentum. But
sure.
after that call, Washington really hasn't gained a whole lot of yardage.
Yeah, Washington, that's got to put them down there because that's a tough penalty call. Not one you see too often as they snap the ball, like same play, quick check down. But he will be brought down there this time with an athletic play by Caleb Clay.
Caleb is not one of those really explosive names, but he has earned his position really well. He's been fighting. Every time he gets on the field, he gives it his all, really earning his position that he on varsity.
Yeah, he doesn't have like the crazy defensive stats you'd see of like a linebacker or someone like Carson Strutman who's got 18 tackles. Caleb only has 4 tackles, but he's already gotten 2 this game. So, I mean, he's adding to that stat list right now, adding to his resume, if you will, as they snap the ball, fake handoff, quarterback keeper, and he will break through just about nothing there for a gain of a couple of yards.
As we've been seeing this quarter, Washington and Liberty alike, there is a play or two that just kind of rolls off, getting a good gain of yardage, but nothing that's massively momentum changing. And then it goes back to a slower one.
Believe it or not, this is the end of the first quarter. So we are moving on to the second quarter of play here with a score of 0-0.
But like I was saying, though, with 4 or 5 yards being gained, most of the plays that we're looking at, I personally cannot believe that we're already at the end of the first quarter. It's been a very fast game to witness so far.
As they switch sides of the field here, we're getting ready to resume play. It does not feel like it's been a quarter. By 7:15 in our week against North Point, I swear to God, we had maybe 7 minutes of play left in the first.
You're being really generous, I think, with that 7, especially with that stretch of 5 minutes where it was just flag after flag after flag.
That was insane. 5 straight plays of flags on flags. That was a 3.5-hour live stream. And at this rate, I'm going to be out of here by 8:30 tonight.
North Point's game, both teams really shut down most of the offensive plays. That's why it was such a low score at the end of it.
Defenses looked beautiful against North Point. I mean, it was explosive defensive play after explosive defensive play. So, I mean, yeah, different play style as Washington takes over. They are on the 18-yard line here. Snap. It'll be another fake handoff, quarterback keeper. Something they've been doing a lot, and I don't know why Liberty hasn't run that. Figured that one out pretty well. I mean, they're not really defending it well, and I don't know if that's something they'll go over at halftime here, but it's definitely something they need to go over because they cannot keep letting. They're just getting run over here by the quarterback. Oh my God, I'm gonna butcher this name, and I apologize for it now. The senior quarterback, Ryan Kasselbaum. I think I got that right. And with 11:36 left here, I definitely think Washington's trying to take advantage of this and score. And the snap here to Kasselbaum. Another fake handoff, but he'll throw the ball this time to number 31, who will be in for a touchdown. Washington. That'll put them up 6-0 here.
As you were just talking, Mason, really having to be able to shut down the plays that Washington's throwing at them. The Liberties, while they are putting up a stagnated defense, it is a gain of no more than 4 or 5 yards, but there's those explosive plays.
There's those out of nowhere plays, and it looks to me like they are going to be kicking in here. They'll just take the extra point. I don't think they're looking to be too over-aggressive in this game against Liberty here, but as they take the early lead here in the second quarter with 11:15 left, Washington's kicker will take the field, number 7, Landon Creet. He is a senior here at Washington. Remember last year's game against Washington? That was one to remember. Eli Drinkowitz was on the sideline. Coda McMullen passed for 300 yards. and had 7 touchdowns.
Yesterday,
That was an
or
explosive
not yesterday,
game
my
last
apologies.
year.
Last year's the game against Washington was really what you could be, could be considered. I don't know, just a really not easy game, but was a game that you could watch and you knew what to expect.
For sure, it was a really good game.
But going off of that, with this one, I'm not really sure what to expect from either defenses or offensive plays.
As that kick is, I'm going to be honest with you, absolutely drilled by Landon Creed. And that's a 7-0 game. Washington's got the lead, something no one on the Liberty side, I think, was expecting to start this game.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking to some of the players and coaches before. Everybody really expected this to be a blowout on Liberty's side, especially for this being the homecoming game and it being really enthusiastic on all sides. I don't think anybody expected this performance from Liberty's defense at this time, and especially the score that we're sitting at.
As Liberty set to receive here on the kickoff. Let's see if they can make something happen here. I just need to know that our offense is functioning tonight because I know that their defense is not this good.
We have had a very well-trained offense in the past. I'm really expecting us to do the same, especially with these plays coming up.
With Jack Henderson on the kickoff here. Another squibbed kick that will be picked up in the backfield by number 16, who stiff arms 2 defenders and knocks one onto the ground. That was hilarious. That was number 16 for Liberty.
That was a good.
Alex Jones, an outside linebacker. That was a great run.
That was a really great run by Jones. He threw his arm out there. The Washington player didn't even know what to do.
They just ran straight into it.
He hit the dirt faster than I could blink.
That was insane. That was really fun to look at. Reminded me of that Powder Puff game, when they said no tackling and that senior got bodied.
Yeah, that senior after that trip, the junior player got up straight at the senior, threw it onto the ground, got a hold of the ball.
It was definitely interesting. There's Cody McMullen wondering what the play call is here. Looks a little frustrated. Ryan McMillan looks angry down there on the field right now. The head coach is not having this. He is definitely frustrated with the way they're playing. This is not how this game was supposed to start.
Liberty definitely expected a very explosive game from the Eagles side of things, right? We expected this to be a blowout game against Washington, all truth be told. Right now, Washington has come out and they have shown their better face, really showing why they have earned the score or the 2-3 that they have. But I don't know. This is not the Washington I remember from last year.
Not at all. They have figured something out here. They've cracked the code against Liberty at least. But let's see what Liberty can get to happen here. As Coach McMullen takes a breather, walks off to the side. And he's just probably taking a moment to himself to stay calm, cool, and collected and be the head coach they need and not just someone angry on the sidelines. McMullen motions to his running back, Jalen Mack. Takes the snap. No handoff. Quick throw to Camden Cooper, who will be brought down on the 40-yard line for a short gain of about 4 yards.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Gain of 5 yards on the play. And looks to me like they might be running the exact same play. If it worked, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Indeed, Washington has come out. Right? They have proven why they are a varsity team. Something changed from the last game that they played and from last year.
Deeper ball here, and it is not to end. The intended target being, I believe. Who is that? I can't. Can you see their number from here? I really can't.
I really cannot.
I do apologize. It is hard to see the numbers on these gray uniforms from further away. I will try to get the names out there as much as possible, but definitely not something I can do too well here. But I believe the intended target was Camden Cooper.
I do really like the new uniforms, but the numbers are harder to see.
Back in the pocket. Good ball to Orcutt as he is dove over by a DB who almost picks it off. Washington's defense is playing super aggressive today, and I'm honestly shocked. I didn't think they were going to play like this. I didn't think they were going to come out here being so aggressive. I thought they'd play a little more conservative, a little more back, with 10:22 here left in the second.
This is a new face, even compared to the last couple of games they've played. they must have had some really hard practices instilled by their coach, really compounding into them the work that it's going to take to beat a team like Liberty. And right now they're proving that all that work and effort has worked so far.
As Liberty punts the ball, there's a penalty or flag on the play.
Flags on the play.
But Liberty was getting ready to punt there. I wonder what this flag is, because if it's on Washington, Liberty gets the ball back and the offense gets a second chance here.
False start against Eagles.
There's a false start on the Eagles. And I can see looks on the coach's face down there. They are not happy with these refs right now, as they will be punting from even further back than they already were.
This has been a
disappointing start. For
disappointing start is a really good term for it. I personally came out expecting to be 20 by the end of the half.
Yeah, great punt by Matthew Mock here. Not something we want to see, obviously, but it is what it is with how Washington came out here aggressive, and hopefully they can turn it around after the half and put up some numbers here.
Liberty definitely, even against North Point, we were struggling for a while there, but as soon as that second half hit, it was like we were looking at a whole different game.
Here's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it them second half merchants. They only really try in that second half, and I don't know. I feel like they need to come out firing a bit more so they have an advantage going into the second half, right?
I do feel like that they're definitely conservative the first couple of quarters, really, conserving energy, holding back almost, and as soon as that second half hits, they roll over any defenses that try and stop them, especially that third quarter.
For sure. Looking for something out of them here if they can shut down Washington, as Washington will hand off the ball and stop them just shy of a 3-yard gain there.
Hand off to number 3, Lane Gurley.
I personally, Washington has really not been one of those big names at school that's talked about.
No, because we looked at their schedule this year and we're like, oh, Washington, that'll be an easy game. And we were all wrong. Washington has really stepped it up. They came out here firing today. They're looking to get their record back to 3-3. And we'll see how it goes here as they, again, the fake handoff. Deeper pass here to a wide open number 4, who will be tripped up by Rashad Boone. And that is a huge play on Washington's side, a gain of about 30 yards. And
was a really big play. Stepping off from the back foot, especially where they were sitting with their yardage, they kicked off. It was a very explosive start to the second quarter for their offensive line.
I couldn't agree more. They've really been firing here. 9 minutes left in the quarter. Well, I guess left in the half here technically. And the snap, it's a handoff up the middle, and that'll be a gain of about 8 yards for Washington. Not something I'm truly, they got to figure it out. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be brutal here. Liberty's got to figure it out, or they're not going to win this game, because Washington is running over them right now, and it is not okay. This should not be a team we should be losing to right now. It's definitely been disappointing first 2 quarters so far, with 8:55 left here counting. As you can hear the defense chant coming from everybody. As it'll be another run right up the side as a flag is on the field here. He'll be pushed out of bounds on the 15.
We're looking at another reminiscent of the North Point game, where it slowly devolved into this herd ball mentality almost, where everybody was just going out there, just to fight each other team. A lot of flags were on the play on a lot of plays.
Holding on Washington, that's big for Liberty.
That is big for Liberty. Hopefully a good momentum shift is coming out of these plays. Liberty coming back to
Here's
compete.
what I've got to say, though. We can't keep getting bailed out by flags. We've got to put the game into our own hands and figure it out, and fast. We don't have a lot of time left in this game. We got 8 minutes left in the half, then we got 24 minutes left in the game after halftime, and they gotta figure it out. They gotta get moving. Snap. Not a handoff this time. Deep ball. And number 4 will be brought down on the 10-yard line by Caleb Clay.
And a game going as fast as this one, we were already sitting at 7:56. It's really impertinent that Liberty can get plays out and moving, and right now they're not. Right now they are going slow, very reminiscent of what they did against North Point.
I completely agree. This second quarter here has been moving a lot slower. 8 minutes left here. 7:53, sorry, left here in the game.
We're not getting out here by 8:45.
I wish we were, but let's see. Well, maybe we can make something happen. You never know. As the quarterback is still trying to go here as he's brought down on the 5. Castlebaum been running the ball really well tonight so far.
He was tackled by number 31.
They have been running the ball really well.
I mean, that's definitely been an impressive showing from the Washington offense, not so much the Liberty offense. 2 very disappointing drives. One ending in a punt and one ending in a conversion. Should have just taken the field goal. Maybe we'd have some points on the board.
What it really would have.
Words here.
It really would have given a little bit more hope to the game right now. At least from where I'm sitting, I'm looking at a Liberty defense and offense that aren't showing their best face. We've seen a lot of great plays from them.
We've seen better, and they can do better. As this will be a brought down on the first down, I believe, or brought down on the first 1 yard line. My apologies. And let's see if Liberty can stop them.
Washington's sitting in a really good position right now. By the look of things, about to score another touchdown, about to put, by the way, another thing, 14 points on the board. Liberty has to come out swinging in the second half to even stand a chance.
If they score here, Liberty's got to respond, or this will be a problem. And then we've got to get a defensive stop or conversion. That'll be a touchdown, Washington. Another good run, though.
It looked like it was just elbowing his way through that mosh pit there. I mean, did not have far to go. And Liberty can't do anything against this right now. They have to change up how they're fighting.
I see a lot of frustration in the body language of the players on the field right now. They are not happy with how this game is going. I don't know what to say other than I'm just disappointed in the way we're showing up right now because we're not showing up like the team that I know we are.
North Point
with the kick absolutely drilled down the middle by the Washington kicker, Landon Green.
North Point was a really high position where we were at. We came out and we showed what Liberty can do. Right now, like you said, I'm disappointed. We can do better, and we have done better. We have proven what we could do. Right now, we're not.
Yeah, this is not it. This is not what I've expected myself to see out of this team, having talked to the coaches. They were ready. Now they're falling apart right now. And the body language shows it, the attitude. You see it on the coaches' faces. It's disappointing.
It is disappointing. It's never good, especially on the homecoming weekend. It's never good to see your team struggle like this. The Liberty fans, while they may be disappointed, they're still supporting the team. Nobody has given this game up yet. Liberty is still going to contrive to fight this out, but we have to see some explosive really soon.
As the kick from Jack Henderson here, the whistle blows, and we are back underway. A bit higher off the ground this time, as it is caught by a sliding number. Does that say 18? 16?
I could not tell you.
Neither could I. 16 right there, Maddox Jones. With 6:37 here left in the half.
I mean, this is definitely a slower quarter than the first one, but Washington has been shutting down a lot of these plays. Our offense cannot read them well enough to get past.
Yeah. As Liberty takes the ball on their own 20-yard line here, 20-yard line here. Let's see what they can do with the handoff to Jalen Mack. Up the middle, gain of a couple of yards there, but nothing crazy, as we have a 2nd and 8 coming up.
While Liberty has been showing a good face, right now Washington has been showing a great face. Like, we cannot keep playing like we are if we expect to come out winning this.
They need to change something up here. They need to maybe stop running RPOs and start, playing game a little differently with a reception to Caleb Orcutt, who's hit but holds on to the ball, and that'll be a Liberty first down.
It was another one of those examples of a really good play. Just nothing that's momentum changing.
Let's see what they can do here as they got the first down with a good ball to Caleb Orcutt, and a great job on him on staying up after getting absolutely nailed by that DB. Defense lines up here. It'll be a handoff play to Jalen Mack, who's got some good blocks and is going on a bit of a tear up the middle. He's still up. It'll be brought down on the 43-yard line now. Wow, what a run.
I was just talking about a momentum shift. I think that's what we're looking at right now. Not to jinx ourselves,
I think the offense
but
just found something right there because it's working. The boys are looking at something good here.
Washington just could not shut him down. He slipped through their lines of defense. He broke past their secondary. Nothing that they really could have done to shut him down until they caught up to him.
Good ball to Camden Cooper, who will be brought down with a 9-yard gain. Liberty's finding something here, and Washington's losing something here. I don't know. Their defense blocked it well first couple of drives from Liberty, and they're not seeing it anymore. I don't know what to say about that.
They're just not,
because I can't find the holes in their defense that Cody McMullen's down there on the field seeing right now.
They're just not able to replicate their success that they've been having in these first couple of quarters.
There we go. Another handoff to Mack. Going on a bit of a run here, and he'll be brought down. That'll be a big gain of about 10 yards. First down.
EAG.
Hear the fans out there doing the EAGLES chant that McFadden practiced with them at the last assembly. And the boys are looking at something here. Let's see what they've got. This is close as they've been to scoring all night. There's a timeout called on the field by Washington here.
Washington definitely saw the way the winds were changing. By the looks of things, they're hoping to adapt around this new play, like this new dynamic that Liberty has been throwing out.
Oh, for sure. Liberty's had some damaging plays here so far on defense. And see if they can't keep it up, keep it moving. As long as the momentum stays, I think they should be just fine and possibly even score on this drive.
I do as well. After a disappointing, we keep repeating, a disappointing performance, they have reinvigorated themselves and reinvigorated the crowd.
Yeah, they something. The spark was maybe reignited here. Let's see what they've got after the teams break from their huddle and move on over to play here. Let's see what the boys can muster up here.
I don't know. To me, the offense looks confident in Washington.
I see a new face out there at quarterback, Sullivan Thornton, the junior quarterback. They're going to give him a shot here, see what he can do. With McMullen off the field for some reason. Hope he's all right. I don't think there's been any injuries. I think he just taken a breather. Quick handoff to Mack, who have a big gain, and he'll be going in. Touchdown, Eagles! And they'll get their first score of the game on a great run from Jalen Mack after breaking through a couple of defenders.
That wasn't amazing.
And that is 14-6 Eagles with 4:39 left here in the second.
That was an amazing run on his part. Like we were quite literally just talking about, the Eagles found something, a spark, a moment, a change in the winds even. But something has pushed them, and they've reinvigorated themselves. They are showing why we are one of the better teams in the state.
Yeah, absolutely. Great run from Mack. As McMullen's out there for the kick. Just going to try and make this a one-possession game here and maybe shut down Washington on defense. As Washington will be receiving in the second half, McMullen drills the kick. So that is 14-7.
After that fast but uneventful first quarter, this has definitely been a series of explosive actions on both parts.
Absolutely beautiful so far. I like what I'm seeing personally. Been playing well, been running the ball well again. Liberty found something with that drive right there, some momentum. Maybe something McMillan said to him that got him moving, got him going.
I do as well. I really like how they came out, especially after their initial plays. This is really good.
As the boys line up for the kickoff here, Jonah Kaler setting everything up as he is going to kick the ball off. And the kick will be caught by number 11, who's going to go for a bit of a jog, break straight through up the middle, and be taken down on his 40-yard line.
It was a great kick on the part of Jonah, but personally, an even better grab and run by Washington. Their offensive line is, at this time, no joke. Liberty's defense really has to step up their game. Our offense has done it, but we're going to need to have that same spark within the defense.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a good run on the kickoff return. He broke straight through our line. It was coming down on him, and
it was
nothing that they could really do there other than maybe just throw out.
Another one of those good plays that we've been seeing. Just something not uneventful, but not necessarily momentum changing. It was just another one of those plays you can remark upon later.
Yeah, as defense works their way back up here. And let's see what they can muster up against Washington. Personal foul against the Eagles. And that'll be a massive gain of yardage here.
It's a good call for Washington. On Washington's side, it's a good...
Washington takes over here on the 45. The personal foul is not something we should be dealing with at this level anymore. Like, you guys know your game. You guys know your penalties. Be better about it.
Washington, it's a good call for Washington being able to move up. But like you said, it's definitely not something you see a lot.
Not at all. As the run is effective here and then gaining a first down. Or not first down, sorry. Gain of about 10 yards or 5 yards.
We've been seeing a lot of this, 4, 5, 6, even 8 yards, but it's not, it's monotonous almost. There's not a whole lot of explosive action that we see, but when it does happen, it's game changing so far.
Yeah, been interesting as Washington's looking to respond here with about 4:30 left here in the second half or second quarter. Hopefully we can get a stop on defense and make this a tie ball game, but all depends on how Liberty's defense is going to run this drive up. Another run from Washington is the player will be thrown all the way back to behind the yard, the original first down marker.
It was a good stop by the defense line.
Stop.
It was aggressive. They got a hold of him, and they just dragged him back past their own lines.
I mean, yeah, they're probably trying to show frustration without getting themselves in trouble. So they're just being over aggressive on defense, and I like that. But they can't let it be too distracting with their anger, right? They got to be able to control themselves and control their actions.
And the play resumes.
And it'll be another run, but
number 3.
net gain of about 7 yards there.
Washington really, they've had some remarkable plays, but there's a lot of the same. And if there's anything that we can shut down, it's the thing we've seen 5 times in a row.
As they line back up here on a defense, it'll be another handoff, and he will gain, I believe that'll be a first down. There's a quarterback keeper. There's a quarterback keeper there. That'll be they're going to call that a first down for Washington as someone is on the field and not feeling too well there. The trainer comes out for Liberty. Who is that? And it's never good to see a player down on the field.
It is never good to see a player. It always hurts to see somebody You know, it's a very physical game. Football is always physical, but
It's never fun to see someone get hurt.
it is never fun to see somebody that goes down so hard that they can't bounce back up again.
Yeah, for sure. As he gets up, he looks like he's all right. Gonna try and walk it off here. That is student section's clapping there. Guessing he's all right as the trainers walk off the field. That is who is that?
Or lighting. I mean, mixed with the uniforms and the shadows of the ref, numbers are hard to see at this distance. Looks like
Number 31 there. That is Jeremiah Safari, one of our free safeties, one of the many. Glad to see he's all right, but don't know how or what happened there. It looks like somebody's leg.
yeah, it might be somebody maybe have tripped over him. I don't know. It's never good to see a player that goes down like that, but
For sure.
no, it's good to see that he was able to get up and jog off the field.
For sure. Always good to see that everyone's all right. As they're ready to snap the ball. Washington with the snap. Looks like another run. Won't be. It'll be a pass to a wide open receiver for a Washington touchdown.
The pass is complete to number 88.
We've been seeing a lot of open plays. They're
Liberty's
not
defense is not seeing they keep guessing run and they keep guessing wrong. They've got to learn.
Our offense really stepped up their game. It's time for the defense to follow suit. It's really been disappointing to watch our defensive line hurt this much, especially against a team like Washington that we know we can be better than. And we have shown that we can put up and we can compete with the best. It really hurts to watch us struggle like this.
It does hurt to watch us suck like this, but it is what it is. As they kick another great field goal. Got an extra point, sorry. And Washington takes over defense there, and we head out on offense.
Their kicker really has earned his spot. He's been slamming some great kicks off.
So, kick returners all lined up out there. Let's see how this is going to go.
Personally, though, I'm excited to see what the Eagles respond with.
I'm excited to see how they come out in the second half because they're going to have a different attitude. I know McMillan's not happy with this right now.
If anything, the Eagles, we do not take wounds to our pride very well. And right now, we're wounded.
We're looking at a first home loss of the year for Liberty, so I don't think they're going to let that happen. So let's see here. Number 34, the kicker's out there, ready to kick.
We've had some pretty unremarkable kicks so far.
Nothing notable, no. And the kick return will be all the way back to the 5 as Maddox Jones with the ball be taken down, and there's a flag on the play. I wonder what that is.
There's a flag on the play.
The student section was not very happy about that flag.
I don't think it's a flag on the Eagles personally, as someone's down the field not feeling too good. I wonder if it's Jeremiah again. Would hate to see him down and hurt for a second time. Nope, it is that would be Maddox Jones not looking too good. The guy who returned the kick, but
We saw
got sandwiched.
We saw a lot of aggressive plays against North Point, but Washington is giving us the same attitude that we've seen in the past against our biggest rivals.
Penalties against the Eagles will be starting on the 4-yard line. We've got 96 yards to go. Let's go, boys.
We got
Hands left
this.
here. I think they got it.
Our offense really knows how to get big momentum shifts happening, so I'm really excited to see what they throw, what they do with this.
Absolutely. Let's see what happens. The snap to McMullen. Handoff to James Alexander. Net a gain of about 4 yards.
Was not
Gain of 5 on the play.
was not bad.
5 on the play here with 2:55 left in the quarter. Clock is running down here. See what Liberty does.
The Eagles really are on the back foot right now. 7-21 is not a position anyone wants to be in.
Not at all.
Especially at home.
The snap to McMullen. Fake handoff. Throw to Camden Cooper, who does not catch it. That's a tough one there. As he was wide open and had some room to run and doesn't make the play, this is part of the reason why we're not winning this ball game right now. Just little things that we aren't connecting with.
We have seen good connection has happened in the past. We've seen amazing performances from this team. Right now, I personally think we're sitting at our worst.
So, boys are ready for the snap again. Let's see what happens. Snap to McMullen. He's back in the pocket, looking to pass here to number 32, who cannot come up with it. That was to Logan Schuster, a safety who's out there. And they'll be punting already. That was a wasted drive.
It has been a very... I'm disappointed in the performance of our team. I know Coach McMillan
This is frustrating to watch.
This is hard as a spectator. You know the amount of work and effort that goes into each and every practice, every game that they do, and it's hard to see them struggle like this, especially against a team like Washington.
Absolutely. This is a team that we should beat 1,000 times over, and we're not. And it's because we're not playing like we should. Mock the snap, the punt, skied to roughly the 50-yard line, or 40. As Liberty defenders will get them back to the 50 with 2:20 left.
We really have to come out and show like we did in those last quarters against North Point. Because right now we're looking at a blowout in our own stadium. And that's
embarrassing.
That is
to
embarrassing.
be down by 2 possessions before half. The team's not showing up, and McMillan's got to be angry. Like, there's no other way. Because all these coaches, they have been practicing their butts off, and I'm guessing they went into this thinking it'll be a blowout, so they're not playing their hardest. And I bet you they're not happy with how they're playing right now either, though.
Just like we've seen connections that aren't being made, plays that aren't going through that are on a basic level for a varsity team, a team of this level and skill.
A team of this caliber should be beating Washington any day of the week, and we're getting run through as the Washington with another big gain, another 30-yard gain. And they're just running through us here with 2:15 left.
Liberty is really responding to this in an aggressive manner, shutting down any runs to get through.
Until they're resorting to passing the ball, and we can't figure it out there because we're too focused on the run.
Until we cannot keep doing the basic necessities of a football game, we are compounding basic failures that are really showing in the overall score of the game.
It's rough. I'll give you that. It's been rough. It's quarterback keeper again for Washington. Casabon. With 1:47 here left, clock still ticking down. Let's see what happens. So they come ready to snap again. Make sure to stick around for the halftime performance by the band, the bells, and seeing our homecoming court. Shout out to Publications and the crew there running the camera. We got Will Nolan, our editor, next to us, Braden, and a bunch of photographers out on the field right now recording this game. From the sidelines, deep ball caught, touchdown. Ooh. Touchdown Washington. He was in there. And this is now a 3-possession game.
This is embarrassing. I'm sure Coach McMillan really is. He does not look happy from here. I'm sure there will be words in the locker room, hopefully to invigorate the team. But we are showing a very disappointing face right now.
This is absolutely awful. This playing wise is sloppier than the game against North Point.
It really is, and
it's not something to be proud of. It's not even something I want to discuss. But I am not loving it. The student section still showing out. It's gotten a lot quieter, but that's 28-7. I can see some visible frustration from DeMarco Starwood out there. He is pissed.
But we have always come back in the second half at every home game. It doesn't matter what we're sitting at. We come out swinging. So I'm really hoping for our varsity team to be reinvigorated by whatever Coach McMillan says, because right now,
They need to figure something out. They need to figure it out fast because this is about to turn into one of the ugliest games we've seen all year.
I'm seeing a lot of bent heads, a lot of stooped shoulder. The team's not happy with their performance. The coach is not happy with their performance.
Not at all.
Washington's having a field day.
It's the opposite of what happened at Warrenton. We had this done to Warrenton in the first half, and then we got cocky and sloppy and lost. So the only thing we can do is pray for a downfall on Washington's side. But even then, that might not even work. Another mediocre kick to the returner, Maddox Jones. Seems to be going for a bit of a run here as he's got an open field all the way down, and he'll be taken out on the 45-yard line. What a game.
You know what? Our offense has been coming out swinging. There have been a lot of disappointing mistakes that have happened, but every once in a while, we're looking at
We
players
see a glimpse of hope.
that
and a
know
glimpse
their
of
game.
Of like a star out there. Someone who could lead this offense to a victory tonight. Which is all we can hope for at this point as we are now reaching the 8 o'clock hour. Mind you, the first quarter was done at 7:17. This quarter has lasted almost 45 minutes.
It's definitely been slower, not something that I even want to remark on our performance, but our offense, when they show up, they show up strong. That gain was an amazing run. He broke past their defense like it wasn't even there.
Correct. It was well done by Maddox Jones here, the outside linebacker. As Jonah Kaler's wide open, and he'll drop the ball again. The receivers are looking so sloppy this week. It is disappointing to watch.
It's hard to watch. You know, we have seen them at their best. And right now, personally, we're looking at their worst, especially at home. So
For sure. They need to be targeting the receivers they know can catch the ball, and that explains why they're changing things up and bringing different people out there. And even then, it's really disappointing because it's not working. As the offensive line set and ready, the snap. McMullen tossed to Jalen Mack with a great catch. Who's going to be taken down on the 20-yard line. At a kick. That looks great.
every time Liberty does something that is hard to watch, disappointing, painful even, immediately after, we're looking at plays that are on par with what we did against North Point. We are coming out swinging.
They need to show up in this second half and shut Washington down. Washington should not have a lead over us like this at all. Deep ball, almost caught by the intended receiver of that was number.
That's the one bad part about these uniforms. Can't read numbers from far away. I believe that is number
7. Yep, 7.
Yep.
Jaden Leach, junior receiver and cornerback.
It was a great
Dual
throw.
threat, plays both sides of the ball really well.
Washington, though, just
They had him covered well. Absolutely.
did. That was a good slap on Washington players'
The
part.
snap. Mediocre ball to Camden Cooper, who's thrown down. Not by Camden Cooper, sorry, Jonah. That was Trent Fisher. Caught that one.
It's good, but we have Washington on the back foot. It's almost halftime. If we can get something going before.
They have 20 seconds here to make something happen, and it's got to be something big. We have to put up points here, or we have an issue. Again.
Washington's defense really is showing up, though. Shutting down anytime somebody gets
Timeout
the
called by
ball.
Liberty here. 12 seconds remaining in the half. If we score here, we have a chance in the second half.
We have to get this. There has to be a momentum shift, especially at a time like this where we're looking down. Our players are unhappy. The coaches are unhappy. But right now, we came up to compete. I don't know. Personally, though, Washington has shown a good face. Their defense is shutting down most plays, but we really are proving why we do have a better offense, even if they're not playing their full game right now.
Absolutely. Definitely could be better. Disappointing to say the least. But let's see what they can do here to make something happen in these last 12 seconds before time expires, and there'll be a flag on the play. on Washington. Oh, timeout. On Washington? Timeout for Washington. I guess they don't want Liberty trying. It's been tough.
This is momentous, though. I'm on the edge of my seat watching this because you know Washington, if they can't get this shut down, they're well aware of what the outcome will be.
For sure. With 11 seconds left here. Let's see what they can do.
But while we're sitting here, though, again, I'd just like to shout out all the volunteers at the concession stands. We have Chick-fil-A, we have Tom's Coffee, we have Kona Ice. If you're hungry, go get something to eat.
Yeah.
Our student section is lively. Our cheer squad is keeping everybody hyped up, so
Yeah, let's see what we can
we
do
haven't
here.
lost yet.
Is, again, nearing the end of the half here. Halftime performance from the band, the Bells, and seeing our homecoming court. See all of that
I'm really
fun stuff
interested.
tonight.
I'm really interested to see what Liberty pulls out here.
Yeah, let's see what they can do here. Looking to score for sure. Run by Mack. And he'll be just short.
It's another really good run,
Seconds left. Timeout called again.
but time is really short.
Sure.
Oh, 7 seconds.
Let's see what Liberty can pull out of their back pocket here. Maybe get a score. Just something.
Whatever happens has to happen fast.
Correct.
At the end of the day, that's what has to happen.
Yeah, they gotta show
cannot-
up.
We can't be slow. We can't hesitate. Whatever coach wants us to, the coach wants our team to do,
We need to score on this play.
we have to. Just for the momentum shift alone, we have to come out of this with a small victory.
Yeah, for sure. Going into the half, we need to have it. It needs to be a 2-possession ball game or less. As they get ready for the snap. And that'll be touchdown Eagles.
There we go.
That'll put it 28-13.
Like we were
Here's
just
the
talking
student
about.
section. They're excited about that.
Washington's defense, it's good. Our offense, when we come out to fight, our offense is simply better.
For sure. When they show up hard and they show up big. Let's see what they can pull out here. With 3 seconds left, we're going straight into half off the after the kick here from McMullen. The kick is good. 14-28.
That's a really good end for the half. Coming out with a small victory, showing that we have not given up. We may be down by 14, but we're still here to fight.
And you'll see the kickoff here probably without announcers as we're going to go try and get in line for food so we can get out of here and come back before half. So we'll see you guys after halftime. Signing off, it's Mason Molitor.
And Wesley Barlow.
Thank you.
That'll bring it into the first half of play. Stick around for homecoming quarter performances by our cheerleaders, the bells, and the band tonight. Hello, Eagle fans. I hope everyone is having an incredible night at our 2024 homecoming football game. It is now time to announce our homecoming king and queen, but first, let's meet our court. First up on our freshman court is Maxwell Fleshman. Max is escorted by his mom, Kristen Ernst. What Max likes best about going to Liberty is the atmosphere and how involved students are. Next on our freshman court is Reagan Hawkins, who's escorted by her mom, Melissa Hawkins. Reagan's favorite part of homecoming week is all the spirit days. Now we have our sophomore court members. First is Jackson Pegg. Jackson is escorted by his dad, Ivan Pegg, and his mom, Kelly Pegg. Jackson's best Eagle memory is winning sophomore court. Next on our sophomore court is Samantha Mickelson. Sam is escorted by her mom, Amy Mickelson, and her dad, Casey Mickelson. Sam's favorite part of Liberty is the teachers. Now for our junior court. First is Chandler Hurts. Chandler is escorted by his dad, Jason Hurts, and mom, Casey Martell. What Chandler likes best about Liberty is being able to have such great relationships with his teachers. Next on junior court is Miley Turnipseed. Miley is escorted by her mom, Julie Turnipseed, and her dad, Mark Turnipseed. Miley's favorite part of homecoming is performing at the pep assembly with the Liberty Bells dance team. Now it's time for our seniors. First up on senior court, we have Mason Banfield. Mason is escorted by his mom, Jessica Banfield, and dad, Lincoln Banfield. Mason's favorite Eagle memory is winning districts in soccer his junior year. Next on senior court, we have Natalie Zeman. Natalie is escorted by her mom, Lauren Zeman, and dad, Al Zeman. Natalie's favorite Eagle memory is making it to state in soccer her sophomore year. Next on senior court is Sean Dobratz. Sean is escorted by his mom, Stephanie Dobratz, and dad, Michael Dobratz. Sean's favorite thing about Liberty is the environment and culture that is created by our faculty and daily interactions with students. Next is Margot Revelle. Margot's escorted by her mom, Michelle Revelle. Margot's favorite Eagle memory is Dr. Nelson's speeches at assemblies. Next on our senior court is Logan Hines. Logan's escorted by Chris Walker and Allison Long. Logan's favorite thing about Liberty is students' ability to get involved and pursue what interests them. Finally on our senior court is Clara Walker. Clara is escorted by her dad, Chris Walker, and mom, Allison Long. One of Clara's many favorite memories has been staying at a football game till midnight and cleaning up with all her friends on the green team. And now it is time to announce the 2024 homecoming king and queen. Can we get a drum roll here by the crowd? The 2024 homecoming king is Sean Dobratz. And let's get a drum roll for the queen here. Our 2024 homecoming queen is Margot Revelle. Congratulations to both of you. Thank you all for being here tonight. And now let's continue with our 2024 homecoming festivities. So let's hear it one more time for our court. Next up is our varsity cheerleaders. The entire program of cheerleaders. Next to the field are the Liberty Bells.
When I step into the club, drop it like it's hot. DJ turn it up from the bottom to the top. When you see me in the club, the party on top. DJ turn it up, rock your body, don't stop. You got to move with it, step with it, no limit. You got to move with it, step with it, no limit. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, 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 stop. When I step into the
How about another hand for your Liberty Bells? Now joining us from Lake St. Louis, Missouri, please welcome your Wentzville Liberty High School Eagle Regiment. The band is under the direction of Sarita Magno Parsons and Angelique Fine. Staff members include Tracy Starr, Rebecca Gluck, Hayden Yeager, and Todd Seeley. Tonight, the band will be playing their second and third movements from their 2024 program, Blackbird Set Free. Drum majors, Ethan Hagner and Kylie Honekamp. Is your band ready? You may take the field with your performance. That is your Winston Liberty High School Eagle Regiment.
Welcome back, Eagles fans, as they're out there finishing up their dynamic stretch here after halftime. Hope you had a lovely halftime, got some food, had a little snack, enjoyed the band's performances. We're ready to kick it here as Liberty will be kicking off to Washington, my apologies, to start the half here.
I mean, even just looking at them doing their dynamic warm-ups, I don't know, they seem a lot more happy.
Something changed. Yeah.
Hopefully the coach gave them a speech or something that really uplifted their spirits, because right now, they look like they want to be here. Into that half, I don't know, it was looking rough. But Washington's, they're getting ready. But Liberty definitely, we've got a good amount of Eagles spirit that's shaken out. But, I mean, yeah, band had a really good performance there.
Yeah, they looked all right. Sounded pretty good from what I heard. I was over grabbing some food, but yeah, hope they looked good too. I haven't seen much of the performance. I don't really know what it is, but I've heard it's something about a bird.
That's a lot of feathers.
Did you? My boy.
Anyway, continue on. Looks like the Eagles, off they go.
As the coordinator just came up here. They're making them run sprints right now. I'm sure that they're still angry. As the coordinator came up here, Haynes, he's ready to go. He's ready to fight and get back after it here. As we're ready to get back into play here, see what's going on as the boys are ready. Let's see here. Quarterbacks are still getting loose. We got a minute 35.
I don't know. Though, to be fair, the Eagles really, I don't know, it's a different feel to the game. We haven't even started, and they look like they're, I don't know, they look happy.
Yep,
they're happy to be here.
They're ready to start playing again here. They're ready to get moving. I'm sure after that was probably an awkward sit in the locker room, the talk that they had. But I'm sure they're ready to come back fighting and see how that goes.
We're definitely going to be starting off on the wrong foot.
With
28 to 12 is nothing, or 12 to 28 is nothing to scoff at.
14 to 28.
14 to 28, my apologies, especially against Washington, but we've always come back strong in the second half, and I'm hoping we can replicate that.
Be sure to visit all the booths and concession stands.
As halftime comes to a close here, last 30 seconds. You can see the players down on the field ready to get rolling here.
Welcome back to the second half of this matchup between the Liberty Eagles and Washington Blue Jays.
As the boys get out there, Liberty will be kicking off to start the second half, so give it 5 minutes and we'll be back to a 3-possession ball game. I'm joking, of course. We got this.
After a good performance at the
They
very
got stronger there at the end of the
at the very end of that
second quarter.
Yep. I'm hoping for an explosive start here.
And the kick, caught by number 11, dropped by number 11, and he will be down on the 16-yard line. Probably a little mad about that one, as he definitely had some running room there to gain a couple more yards.
That does not hurt, especially to start off with. I mean, we have been doing a lot of very minute mistakes that have been compounded. But by the looks of things, Washington just might be following in our steps as we pick up our game. After that, I'm not sure if Washington has picked up theirs.
Absolutely, I think they're kind of ready to just get this over with at this point. I mean, they're being pushed by our guys at this point. They're getting worked and worked hard. As the snap, it's a handoff and read like a book by Liberty's defense. But he stays up, and he's going on a bit of a run here. Down the field, he's still up, and Jack Ryan will make the tackle on the 25. That is a 70-yard run. Wow.
By the looks of things, our defense thought they had the right player. They brought him down in the middle of that mosh pit. He broke free. He just tore down that field.
Absolutely. Ran straight through it. That was impressive to say the least. I don't really know how to feel about that other than disappointed, because we read the play like the book and he managed to just squirm right through.
I take back what I said about Washington not improving.
Yeah, they're here to play still. They are.
That was energetic.
They're hungry.
It was athletic. It was explosive.
Washington ready for the snap to Casaubon. Yet another handoff, and he will be absolutely thrown to the ground by number 60, Tyler Sethler.
You know what?
That is not Tyler Sethler. That is not 60. Who is that?
We cannot tell. The shadows are just working against us.
It is very hard to tell who is who.
I mean,
maybe that was him. I lied. That was him.
He got a hold of him and he just brought him in a circle. Number 3 on Washington's side, just
great tackle.
He got bodied.
Absolutely great tackle up there. As the cheer team's ready, it'll be a throw. Deep ball. That'll be a touchdown for Washington. Wow. That's insane.
Washington's offense has been really competitive this game.
That is
able to read.
That is insane. I'm literally speechless. We had double coverage on that guy, and he still gets the ball. For Washington, just going to start doing this. That was number 11, Wyatt Bobo. Lovely last name.
It was. I just can't talk. But Washington's offense has been really.
They've been on it. The kick is good. Right down the middle.
They have been really good this game. Our defense just cannot adapt past it.
I mean, I don't know what to say other than this is just disappointing as a showing. Liberty's not even like. I don't know if there was just like a lack of aggression on that play. I don't know what to call it other than kind of lazy. You feel me?
After that shift, definitely. After that shift and our offense really picking up stride, our defense isn't following. We're not performing defensively like we should be. Our offense picked up. They are as of the plays we've seen very recently. They picked up.
Defensively,
They know what they're doing. They have returned to play football. Our defense, they're barely touching them.
Defensively, they look sloppy. They look slow. Our defense has been a big focal point the entire game, and they've sucked the entire game. It's not something to be proud of. It's just kind of, it's lazy. It's disappointing to look at. Like, I don't know what to say. Other than this has been a terrible game. As it kicks off of Maddox Jones.
It was a good grab. He really shut down any chance of repossession, but I don't know. It was a sloppy attempt to catch. He just couldn't get his gloves on the ball.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think you said it best. Just sloppy.
Sloppy, slow, and sluggish. Let's hope the offense can maybe make something happen here. If we can get maybe one stop, maybe two stops on defense, we find ourselves in a new ball game. But right now, this is god awful.
We're fighting at half of the team we should be. Our offense came out. They showed why they're varsity. Our defense
They're not here right now,
is performing on a JV level.
It's terrible. I mean, I'm surprised they haven't thrown some of the JV kids out there for defense to see what happens. It's a handoff to Jalen Mack, who finds some open ground. Good jukes, but will be taken down just shy of the 33.
It was a good run.
Flag on the play here.
There is a flag. Oh no, that was a good run. He slipped past their defense really effectively.
Yeah, it was a good run. Nothing to complain about there. But just
Another one of those. I don't know. We keep reiterating a good play, but at a level like this,
It's
wasn't a great play.
no, not at all.
It's not momentum changing, especially at a time like this.
I mean, who's the flag on here? Let's find out. On Washington, PI or PF, sorry, personal foul. So we'll gain some yardage.
Picking up again, another sloppy play. Like you said previously, at a level like this, we should not have personal fouls like that.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's been disappointing to say the least. I have not liked the way our defense has performed. I mean, their defense has been meh, but pretty good as the defensive line breaks through. McMullen going on a bit of a jog here. That'll be a first down, Liberty, and he'll run right out of bounds on the 38-yard line.
It was a good play there. He read the position well. He knew he could not get a throw up. He just took off with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get the EAG chant coming in.
Been a real disappointing game. I'm not loving this right now, man.
But our offense is showing up. We've had some really good plays from them. A rough start, yes, but I mean we're not sitting at 14 for no reason.
We have shown that we can score, but it's been really luck-based here. Mullen with a good throw to Caleb Orcutt, and that'll be a touchdown, Eagles!
Again,
Out of nowhere. That is what we call an excellent play at the varsity level. That shows why he's a sophomore on the varsity squad.
Or if our defense if they could show up like they did North Point,
we'd have ourselves a new ball game.
We have a new game. Washington, they couldn't recover off of that.
New ball game here. I wonder, they're going for two.
They blinked.
Liberty wants back in this game, and they think they can do it. They're going for two here.
I mean, they blinked.
No, they're not.
And we were in their end zone.
They're going for... I see a receiver out there. I have no idea.
But if our
What is that
defense...
flag on the play, but I don't know what the refs are doing here as the play restarts. The kick is drilled and good by McMullen. So that'll be 21-35, 14-point ball game. So we're back within two as long as we can stop Washington.
We really, every time Washington gets something in, we're good at following up, replicating in their success by taking a little bit of our own. But if we cannot hold them, if we keep going 7 for 7, there's we
There's
don't
nothing
stand we don't stand a chance here. So we can fight and we can score. That has been proven. We're sitting at 21, but our defense
You can
has
hear
to show
little
up.
McFadden over there on the loudspeaker. The fans love that. As Jonah Kaler ready to kick. Here we go. And the refs blow the whistle. Liberty kickoff here. Skied high to number 11 for Washington, who has open ground for days right now. Wyatt Bobo with another spectacular run onto Liberty's 45-yard line.
We need some real speed out there. They put somebody that can run and run fast, and we have not adjusted to it. I mean, every time he breaks past, we just can't match him. It's
For sure.
I don't know. Against North Point, we had the same issue, but we had some real talent that showed up on that game. We were able to compensate for it, but right now, I don't know. Right now, I'm not seeing the Eagles at their best, and it hurts to watch.
Correct. It is it's not great, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hopefully the defense can do something here because they haven't been doing anything all night, if I'm being honest with you. So we'll see what happens. Another run, and he'll be taken down after about a 3-yard gain.
It was good. It was a good defensive play. They read it really well and held, but
I mean, they read it surprisingly well. It's probably the best run they've stopped all night. I'm gonna be
definitely
honest.
that really small gain of 3. It's an impressive play. Not impressive, but it's good to see something better off of them.
And the ball is thrown to number 3. That is
Lane Gurley.
Lane Gurley.
By number 22, Rashad Boone.
Brought down by Rashad Boone.
There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
I don't know. Our defense. It was another. I don't know. It was a good attempt at stoppage on that throw. They shut him down pretty fast. He was not able to get a whole lot of yardage on his run, but
Yeah, there's not. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this right now.
it's hard to be critical against a team that we know can do better.
For sure.
But it's also hard to give them praise as they're performing at this level.
Oh, for sure. They could be performing 10 times better, but I just don't know how to feel about it because we should be beating a team like this. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating.
It is
The
frustrating.
flag was against the Eagles here. And Washington's going to get a lot of yards out of this one. That is disappointing to say the least.
They have been really good at compounding plays, Washington.
Yeah,
They
very well
can't
done.
they can't I don't know. They have not been stopped yet, and so they haven't relented.
Stopped the run pretty well there. Handoff to the running back Gurling.
That was another good stop.
It was solid. They read it well, but I mean, here's the thing: they use that formation and then they'll throw the ball, and Liberty, the defense, does not read it well at all.
We see these plays and we've seen them all game, so we've adapted to shut them down. But our fast thinking skills, we don't have someone out there right now that is taking sufficient charge enough to shut down these throwing plays and these run plays.
Absolutely, I completely agree. That's well put for sure. The snap is ready and set to Castlebaum. He's going to run it right up the middle and break through for a gain of a couple of yards.
But Washington, once they show what they can do, they haven't been able to get a really good breakthrough for a minute here on the run.
Third down for Washington. Let's hear Liberty get loud.
I mean, we're close to our own end zone, but we're holding right now.
Hopefully we can get a stop here. Hear the defense chant coming from the crowd. The snap. It's a lateral to number 9. He'll be tripped up, and that'll be a first down.
When we were talking to the coaches, they were expecting a lot of different offensive pushes. We knew what they have been doing and what they can do well. And
Absolutely.
it's hard to know that our players know that in advance and still see them struggle like this on adapting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to watch a team that we know is good at a high level play at a low level like this. Like, they look like a JV squad out there on defense right now. Varsity offense looks great, but defense, it's not there. As they stop him just shy of the first, of the
number 3, Lane Gurley.
just shy of the touchdown.
We really have to hold them here.
Absolutely.
If we get shut down on another play,
This ball game will be out of reach at that point,
It's-
I believe.
our spirit is low enough as it is. If we cannot hold them here, get another momentum shift, I don't know. It's gonna be it's going to be a very painful game.
As that'll be a touchdown for Washington. 42-21, down by 3 possessions here is Liberty.
And this looks
Tough game.
This looks real similar to what we did to Washington last year, but
Yeah.
the roles seem to have been reversed. I don't know, it's as someone on an overview from the press box, you can see the looks on the coaches' faces. You can see the looks on the players' faces. Nobody is happy with their performance, but unfortunately, we're not looking at them adapting.
No, they're not. They're not doing anything to fix it, and that's the issue. Now I'm sure they're trying real hard to get something done, but they cannot stop this Washington offense.
Not to say that in all standards, our team is
But after-
bad, but right
after-
now,
But after that,
right now, we look like we're playing at a JV level,
but only on the defensive side.
but
of the
only on the
ball.
defensive side. There is not
Offense looks great.
there's not correlation there between our offensive and our defensive posture. Neither of them are one. It's polar opposites. Our offense stepped up their game. They came out to prove why they're varsity. Our defense,
Yeah, for sure.
is showing like our JV team did last week.
Yeah. The JV team last week, for those who don't know, got destroyed. Sadly.
It always hurts to watch.
Oh, for
And
sure.
and it's hard to be critical because we commentated over their spectacular victory over North Point.
And that was a fun game to watch, even though it was slow. But this moving faster is still, it's tough. It's hard to watch.
And it was slow because our defense showed up.
Another mediocre kick. Let it roll. Let it roll. And that'll be a flag for illegal kick due to it leaving bounds. For those who are not well versed in the land of football.
Legal procedure is Washington. Eagles will take over on the 35-yard
There has been a lot of
line.
mediocre kicks. Nothing.
Their field goal kicker's really good, but I don't know how I feel about their greatest kicker or their
Oh, it feels flat, almost. Like I don't know. It just feels really flat.
It's not a great game so far for their kicker. He can't get the lift on the ball, and I'm not saying that he can't do this at all, but from what we've seen so far, it's been a lot of low kicks. As Liberty offense takes the field, again, I heard a fan scream, "Go long!" They want Liberty to throw the ball deep. So let's see what happens here. Refs are talking to Coach McMullen, who's still not having this right now. Changing the ball out for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe after all those flat kicks, they decided to try something new. Maybe it's the ball's fault.
Maybe. Snap, and it's a handoff to Jalen Mack. Not Jalen Mack, James Alexander, who is brought down after about a 5-yard gain.
We keep trying something that time and time again
Isn't working.
they stomp on.
Correct.
They read the play. I swear I see them smiling as they watch them line up. Like they know what to do every second that play is run. We have to do something different.
We gotta change something. As he's actually gonna throw the ball to Orcutt, who good reception is tackled. That is a first down.
It was a great throwing. It was a mediocre throw, but it was a great catch. I mean, he got shut down really fast by that Washington player who slammed him on the ground, but it was finally something different.
Just something to be proud about for the Eagles here. And there hasn't been a lot of that, I'm going to be honest with you. Has not been a lot of that tonight. Another handoff. James is brought down real fast there. As you can see, ready to line up here with 5:45 left in the quarter. See what they can muster up here. McMullen motions. Snap. Quick check down pass to Jalen Mack, who's got room to run and will keep on going and be knocked out of bounds at the
Finally,
25-yard line.
good success on that play. We were able to get a large amount of yardage off of something the person I was expecting to get shut down by their defense. That was a great run.
Absolutely. It was a well-executed play, I guess is the word to look for there. Their defense did not read it well. Our offense blocked well. The ball is thrown to Orcutt, who will be taken down on the fly. Big play.
It was another good play. We have Washington back on the back foot. We've been doing this for 2 quarters. We watch our defense struggle to keep them out of our end zone, and then we throw their defense back into the blue of theirs.
We can absolutely continue to throw the ball against them. I think they're finally just now realizing that they can throw the ball effectively against Washington. We should have been doing this all night. They were expecting the run, clearly, going into this game. And that'll be a touchdown, Eagles. But bringing us to 27-42 with 5 minutes left.
We are able
5:05 left.
to keep fighting our way back up. At the end of the day, we're able
They're going to keep fighting until the bitter end here. They're still breathing out there with 5 minutes left in the third. So we still have a whole another quarter to go through here.
We do. Hopefully our defense will finally step up their game. Give us the offense the breathing room they need to make a little bit more risky plays, something that they know should work.
Absolutely,
but
as the kick
fail,
is
something not great.
drilled. Well done.
There has been a really large amount of great field goal kicks. Like, it's been impressive, especially off of a couple of mediocre starters.
Absolutely. As we have 5 minutes left here to play in this quarter, Kaler ready for the kick.
Hopefully our defense is able to hold strong here.
Need something big out of them. Kaler drills this one. There was some force behind that. He's got to be angry. Yeah! There we go. They stop him at the 19-yard line.
That is what we were
That's how this
expecting.
needs to show up every play.
That was an amazing response by the defense. Finally playing like a varsity team should.
Not letting them get any yards was so important here. Because if they can't score, they are forced to punt.
We have a chance here. We have just about 5 minutes left, and we've got a whole nother quarter to go. We need...
If we get a stop here, this is a ball game again. As we're only down 2 possessions.
We need
and
the
Washington's
Eagles
got the ball.
to play like the varsity team they are, like the
Absolutely.
best that Liberty can offer. They need to play like that.
Oh, and that's how they should have come out. They should have come out absolutely fired on all 12 cylinders, and they did not. The snap, it's a run, a quarterback keeper. Rashad Boone throws him into the sidelines.
It was a rather large opening that popped open, but it was another good response by Rashad Boone. Like we were talking about earlier, a household name. He's one of the better defensive players that we have out there.
For sure. Going into this game, they had a total of like 500 passing yards, but they have a lot of rushing yards, man. 700 rushing yards so far this season for Washington, and that's a false start on them. Set them back 5 yards. This is the momentum shift we were looking for.
That is finally a grain of
First
good
and
news.
15.
If we can get another change in the wins,
We need something.
in anything that will allow us to get on the good foot for our offensive line,
No.
we have a chance.
3 steps ahead. Figure it out. Hopefully we get something here. The snap to Casabom is on his way. He chucks it downfield. Intercepted! And he's gone! Will it be pick six here? Yeah! It's a one-possession ball game, boys! Touchdown, Eagles!
We were just talking about a momentum shift. We're down by 8. We're about to be down by 1. I mean,
I don't even know who was that?
They're so far away. I did not see numbers.
Out of nowhere, the Eagles with a pick
That was
six
a spectacular grab.
to put us just a possession behind. Who was that?
Our offensive line, where we
What a
came
job. What a job.
we came into this quarter looking like it was going to be a blowout for Washington. We're sitting
Absolutely.
5
And the field goal is deflected. Wow.
We're sitting 5 minutes in, or 5 minutes left. We have a really good shot
Pick
here.
six by Riley DeCaro, number 4.
That
The senior. That was impressive.
it was impressive. I'm sure McMillan was really happy with that play.
I think everyone's happy. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
We were just talking again about how we needed a step forward. What did they do? They took 2.
They did. They came out. The offense was ready right there.
I'm impressed.
So I think everyone is with that one. That was a good play.
We just watched a varsity level performance in the
By our
last
defense. For sure.
4 minutes.
Now we need to see that again. Let's run it back, gentlemen.
Just compounding like Washington has done. We need to do it.
Good kick from Taylor. And that'll be out of bounds, so they'll get the ball on the 35. But, wow. It was good. Impressive, fast play.
Very impressive.
Just a reminder to all our fans at home, homecoming is tomorrow night for the Eagles. Fans that'll start at 7 o'clock at Liberty until about 9, 10 o'clock. Please, everyone, drive safe. Be careful that on your way home tonight as well. Getting late, getting onto that 9 o'clock hour with a quarter and change left to play.
Here we go.
Here we go, off to the races again for Liberty's defense. Let's see what they've got. The snap is, and he's sacked! As he bobbles the snap, doesn't have time to do much of anything, and he'll be sacked behind the line.
Another great
play on the
performance
defense.
by the defense. Are they listening to us?
They must be, dude. Logan
I mean-
Schuster with a great tackle.
That another spectacular play. Defense coming out,
They're showing
playing
up.
like varsity should.
They're showing up right now. I've got to
A little late. Should have started with it, but I can never complain
Clock still
because right
winding
now
down, 4:13 left.
We're doing
second and long here, second and 12.
flag on the play.
On the play on who?
There's a flag on the play. Too many men on the field for Washington.
Flag on the play sets back Washington a couple more yards.
As
Second and 17 here with 4:08 left on the clock after the flag on Washington. Let's see what they can muster up here. Second and long. Fake handoff. Big K breaks through, but a good catch. And number 9 is open field for days. Jukes Rashad Boone. And will be thrown down by number 32, Logan Schuster.
that was Washington has been the entire game. They look like they're struggling, and then they come out.
Out of nowhere, this like something ignites them like a fire, and they just get after it. They're good. I don't know.
But our defense was a good reaction to the play. Unfortunately, was not able to shut him down early, but it's a good reaction.
Washington will be on the 22nd or 22-yard line here with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left in play. Flag
Is the flag on the play?
on who though?
Delay game penalty against Washington.
Delay a game against Washington. And that'll set them back to another 1st and 15. Wouldn't be surprised to see a big play out of them here, as we have seen all night after penalties to Washington.
Seen more and more of them as the game goes on.
For sure. They've been competing pretty well, though. And it's a fumble on a bad snap, and it'll be a second and long. Wow, this is huge for Liberty. And it is a 2nd and 30. Fake handoff. And absolutely drilled. That'll put them at 2nd and like 22. Not really much here. 3rd and 20.
Brought down by number 22, Rashad Boone, and number 32, Logan Schuster.
Really
3rd
just-
and 27 again at 3 yards.
Washington.
really just shutting down. I mean, slamming down anything that gets thrown at us.
Absolutely.
In 5 minutes, we're watching a whole different game.
Yeah, it's been 2.5 minutes of play, and this is different. This is insane. From how they started the half to how it is now, being down 8 points. And the quarterback keeper brought down.
Brian Kassenbaum.
They have maybe 15 more yards to go until first down, so they will be forced to either kick here or punt it away. But by the looks of it, the Liberty guy is down on the field right now. Hopefully he's all right. Players taking a knee for him. Who is it?
I mean, Eagles.
And he gets up. It was Sullivan Thornton, number 12, a backup quarterback and also an outside linebacker. Kid's a stud as a junior. Just might have gotten hit a little hard there. He's perfectly fine though. Kid's tough.
I mean, it's just even in a very small amount of play time.
Absolutely. Kid's showing what he can do on varsity.
Defense stopped, and they thought, and they realized that they were in fact not on JV.
Yeah.
That they were on varsity.
They figured it out here with 2:04 left. So,
If we can hold them here, We have a good shot.
We got a shot here with 4th and 18. They're going to go. Motion the running back. And he'll be brought down before the first down conversion. Liberty gets the ball back.
What did the coach tell the defense?
Something, but they figured it out.
Them
fast.
some miracle words.
Combination of luck and a good defense here.
Full props to our defensive line. They held.
They're holding it well. They're doing a great job so far.
And now we have a chance to get it just about even with our offense.
2-minute warning here in the half.
Who came out
Left in the
swinging
quarter.
10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just south of 2 minutes left here. Let's see what the Liberty offense can muster up. Hand off to Mack. Good blocks, broken tackle after about 3-yard gain there. Not bad. 2nd and 7 here.
Definitely something that's was proven time and time again that made our offense succeed really well is an ability to adapt to what their defense is good at shutting down. So if we can see more of those plays.
Yeah. Personally, if I were McMullen here, I'm looking for a deep receiver. Make something big happen. That's all they need right now. Fake handoff. Short pass to Jaden Leach, who will get the first down.
An explosive and energetic play like what Washington keeps throwing at us. If we could gain 30 or 40 yards, we're looking at a really good opportunity. But sitting at where we're at with 1:14 of real game time left, we're not.
Yeah,
we're not in a great position.
Well, we'll get the ball again, even if we still have it during the end of the quarter. Here is Jalen Mack fighting for extra yards here. We'll get a couple. Fights through the D line, gets about 5 yards.
I mean, we're not, like I said, we're not in a bad position, but we're not great either. We're not winning by 40, but we're not down by 20. So
Exactly. We're down by 8, 2-point conversion, and a touchdown will tie the game here. All we need is some big shift here with 27 seconds left in the quarter.
something
Snap,
has to happen.
Quick pass to Orcutt. Got nobody on him. Boy, first down, Liberty.
We have to move fast.
19 seconds left as timeout is called.
19 seconds left. It's not looking great, but we have some fast
10
runners.
seconds left in the. We get the ball. We keep the ball. So we're good.
That'll bring it into the third quarter.
That'll bring an end to the third quarter, as fourth quarter play will start shortly. As the teams all retake the field, Liberty will shift to be scoring to the
Eagles
left
have the
here.
ball on the 46-yard line to start the fourth quarter.
They have the ball on the 46-yard line, as McFadden helpfully tells me, because I can't see that from here. As I'd also like to give a quick shout out to Metrolink St. Louis, here writing a story on our game tonight. They also donated $1,000 to publications. Flag on the play already. Offsides on the offense.
The Eagles shift against the Eagles.
Our cheer section.
Wow.
Got just gotten a big square. They're getting everybody hyped up.
Oh, yeah.
God, they're louder than the student section.
They are cheerleaders for a reason, buddy.
That's fair.
It's literally all they do. McMullen escapes the pocket, goes for a bit of a run. And then we back up with a gain of about 6 yards. 2nd and 9.
We're working for it here. We definitely need more points on the board.
For sure.
For momentum, for the whole spirit of the game, we need points. But
For sure. I agree.
we're not. Yeah.
There's really nothing.
There's
They're working. They're moving downfield at their pace, which is admittedly a good pace. Handoff to Alexander's got some open room and has himself an open field down there. Oh, yeah! He'll be brought down on the 10, 11-yard line. What a run.
That was spectacular. I was getting ready to say they did the same thing. The kids get shut down.
But no,
They just-
Alexander just absolutely plowed through them.
Anybody that did, I don't know if you guys saw that, anybody that tried to stop him just hit the dirt faster than I could blink.
Absolutely.
That was a great run on his part.
I gotta say, the 2 defenders that flew at him from the rear, literally midair, tackled him in sync, was pretty dope, though.
That was
kind of cool.
I don't know.
As McMullen ready for the snap. Takes it, another handoff. Almost get him this time, and they'll get him just north of the line of scrimmage here. Save a yard.
This is what I was expecting on that first play. But definitely Washington, they're not going to let that happen again for a long time. We haven't had a really successful play like that for about
At least not
an hour and a half.
Not on the ground, no. We haven't been able to run the ball too well, but right now, I mean, we're looking all right. We've got some hope here.
We have a game of football finally.
We do have ourselves a ball game, gentlemen. After the pick 6 from Riley DeCaro, it's 34-2.
The pass that falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete from McMullen. Someone got up there and shot it down fast.
That was looking like it was going to end really poorly for the Eagles. He almost had that in his hands. So luck was on our side with how
yeah,
that ball
I will
flew.
definitely say we got lucky there. But that's fine. It was impressive. We did a good job at handling that.
But
Made
yeah.
sure that they could not catch that ball, so we still have it in possession here.
We
3rd and
definitely
9.
definitely need to break through though. It's
For sure, we need something here. This will be a blitz. Quick pass to Mack. Jukes a couple of defenders here and we'll gain a couple of yards.
Pass complete to number 10, David Mack.
We have a 4th and 6. I don't know if they're going to settle for a field goal or not.
And I mean, at this point in the game, at this point in time, with just about 10 minutes left on the clock, we need the points. But if we
get a field goal and stop on defense and get a touchdown, we have the lead.
we do,
But that's all theoretical.
that's leaving up to a
That's leaving it up to
decidedly
fate.
that's leading up to a defense.
And something
that
I've learned about these Eagles is they like to write their own destinies. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Jet sweep motion to Mack. McMullen in the pocket and throws it away.
But a field goal attempt there leaves a lot of decision making up to the defense
Yeah,
that has been
absolutely.
very
Inconsistent.
Inconsistent is that was the word I was looking for.
Very inconsistent because they've had some glimmers of hope, the pick 6, but they've also looked like trash. I'm going to be honest. They haven't looked great.
We need to hold,
For sure.
and we need points on the board.
Absolutely. Could not agree with you more there, Wes. 9:33 here. Play is stopped, but Eagles down by 8. Didn't look too great going into the second half, but they're fighting. They're still in this game. It's a possession game. Someone flies off of Washington's sideline and out there. It's a blitz, stopping a run. And he is tackled for a loss of a couple of yards.
Out of the backfield.
Washington has been consistent this whole game,
Absolutely.
but
They have been
consistently
the
meeting,
same the entire
but consistently good.
They've been consistently good enough for a varsity team. Liberty has been consistently meh.
If we come out in these 9 minutes, and the play resumes. My apologies.
Play resume and gain of maybe a yard on the handoff. Nothing big here.
Now, if we come out, we continue playing like we have this quarter, a good team is not beating
Third
Liberty at its
down
best.
For the Blue Jays here, looking for something big to happen. 8:40 left in the game. Clock winding down. The snap.
Just feel the momentum.
Fake handoff. And Alec Peck is open with nobody on him. And boy, can he fly. And that'll be a touchdown, Washington.
That has happened a lot, where we leave one player deep, and their quarterback is just taking advantage of it time and time again.
I know, it's embarrassing.
We don't have someone covering him, and they
He
stomp
leads
on
their team in
us.
touchdowns. He's got 5 receiving touchdowns. He's got 280 plus receiving yards, and they're rushing. This is just rushing stats for Alec Pekka.
Liberty has 8 minutes
Receiving,
left.
it's the same story. The kid is insane. But 8:04 here left. Don't know what to say about this. We do play East, Fort Zumwalt East next week at home, and it's our last home game of the season. As that kick is drilled, hope y'all
Again.
can make it out in person to that one. But we'll see. Still got 8 minutes left in this ball game. 49-34.
That play that Washington did, that was embarrassing for us.
Yeah.
Leaving
We should have had
someone
that.
that we know is going to take advantage of every second of open time that he has.
Yeah.
Embarrassing that we compound the mistakes that have us losing the game.
Absolutely. I completely agree. With 8:15 here left on the clock, the teams get ready to kick. We'll see. We'll see. The teams are on their way out. Got Liberty's kick return team out there right now. The kicker out there for Washington, number 34, Jack Henderson. He's out there, doing what he always does. Gonna kick a ball, line drive, 10 feet off the ground that we misplay. I'm joking. Of
course.
Hopefully we can get something big off this. And the kick,
Another
literally
really
a
flat
ground
one.
ball. And it'll be out of bounds, and we'll get the ball on the 35.
Man, I blinked and we started playing baseball. And every
Honestly.
time he gets a hold of that to start it off, I swear it's gone lower from the start. Like it was low, very flat to begin with. But this is
It's kind of
not performance standard.
it's kind of pitiful to see that from a varsity kicker. Like, let's be honest. I feel like a varsity kicker should perform at a much higher level and be able to actually, kick the ball. But, I guess as our offense takes over.
But all props to him, though, for still coming out. Even as they're winning, he still gives it his all. Washington has not given up.
Oh, not even the
With
slightest.
with 49 to our 34. So
Yeah, absolutely. McMullen back in the pocket. Good ball. Caleb Orcutt, and it is dropped. Got passing incomplete there. And retry there. 2nd and 10 here on our own 35. Let's see what Liberty can muster up here. And the ball snapped. McMullen in the pocket. Good ball. And bobbled and dropped by Orcutt. Tough one there. Tough break.
I think our spirit.
I can hear the frustration.
I'm being blatant here. Our spirit got lost when Washington tore off. When we left a guy wide open that we have seen
Absolutely.
score on us all night long.
Absolutely.
We lost
I can hear the frustration of the coaches upstairs. Can you hear that? The yelling?
Yep.
Yeah, that's our coordinators. Those are our play callers upstairs. And here we go. 8:06 left on play clock. Timeout comes to an end here as the offense gets on the field, ready to take the ball and just.
Our offense, they slowed down. I'm really hoping they pick it back up.
Yeah, for sure. Looking for something big here, obviously. But let's see what they can do. Cody back in the pocket. Jalen Max wide open, and he's just ignored. Deep ball to Orcutt, and it is multiple yards short. And it's a personal foul.
That is amazing.
Pass interference on the defense. Big yards for Liberty. If that's
That's a second flag.
probably back talk on it.
Yeah.
For sure. Maybe just talking back to their after. Something they'd like to hear. But it might be also offsetting. Bless you.
And my apologies.
That was a little loud, Wesley.
I'm sorry, I've been holding that in for 15 minutes.
Crap. I'm behind on play clock here. Don't knock that over. We might
No, we're good.
make the listeners go deaf if we
But-
get a water bottle falls.
But a very
As the Eagles get big yardage, we'll be on the 50.
that's about the second best outcome that we could have won it.
Absolutely.
It would have been amazing had he caught
Had
that.
he caught that
but
ball, big yards. Didn't catch that ball.
Big
Foul.
yards.
Perfect.
So,
Play resumes. The snap from Hagner to McMillan ready. McMillan in the pocket. Another deep shot to Jaden Leach. And it's out of bounds. Nothing there.
you
Nothing
can
there, sadly.
You can feel the desperation behind the throws. We need big numbers.
Absolutely. We need something
We are
different.
not earning big numbers.
Chick-fil-A is now half off. Half price Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is now half price. Come on over to the game and get some food. As play gets ready to resume here, 7:52 left on the clock. With Eagles having the ball, Mack moving just a little back there in the backfield. The snap, handoff. Good run, he's still up. But will be taken down on the line of scrimmage. Tough one.
It's just me for a little bit. It's been a good performance on Washington's side. Mason, to be
Just
fair.
a fair warning here, ladies and gentlemen, JDs and Lettlemen. The camera might die, and we cannot find the batteries for it, so the live stream may cut out. And we don't know for how long. The technical difficulty screen will come up. We're actively searching for solutions. McMullen's back in the pocket, searching, finds a target, and it's a pickoff. Washington's got the ball back here.
At this
That's
time
tough.
in the game,
That's it.
I don't want to call it early, but
That might seal the deal here, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much Liberty can do now.
A compounding series of mistakes have resulted in a situation that at this point is untenable.
Absolutely.
This game, I mean, commentating over it was a blast, but watching it,
As a fan of football and a fan of Liberty, this is difficult.
it hurts.
Yeah.
It's painful. I mean,
Absolutely.
we have watched, commentated, we've seen them at their best, we have seen them beat our biggest rival, and now we're watching them go down to a team we beat 45-21 last year.
A 49-21 game last year absolutely wiped the floor with them, and we got destroyed today. I'm not saying we're out of this ball game. If we get a defensive stop here, we've got ourselves another ball game. I don't know what to say about this right now.
We have a good coaching staff. We have an amazing team of guys that want to be out there and compete.
They have just
But
found
we-
the camera battery. Just a heads up.
We need.
Welcome back. We got the camera battery all fixed up here. Down to 5:57 left here in the quarter. Another handoff and not a great result as it's a gain of about 6 yards.
To number 9, Alex Pekka.
To Alec Pekka. What a name. And noticeably absent is my color commentator, Wesley. He is using the restroom. He'll be back with us shortly. As Liberty's defense is still just looking poor. Like, they're not playing the best that they can play right now. It's very disappointing to watch here with 5 minutes, 27 left. But by the looks of it, they're trying to chew clock right now and just get this game done and over with and call it a win for Washington. That's what Washington's trying to do, sorry. Because they just continue to run the ball, which keeps the clock running.
To number 9, Alex Pekka. There's a timeout on the field.
Timeout for Washington. Timeout here for Liberty with 5:07 left. Tough. It's been tough so far. So the teams talk everything over here. 5:07 left, as I said. 3rd and 6 on the 37 for Washington. As Wesley has rejoined me here in the booth.
Hello.
The snap, quarterback keeper, he's got good blocks, and that'll be a first down. And he's looking for it all the way, and he'll be thrown out of bounds by
Quarterback keeper by number 12, Ryan.
a defensive player. Cannot see anyone, their numbers here, it's so hard. So I do apologize.
I think-
I'd rather not get their names wrong. I'd rather just say somebody.
I think at this stage in the game, Liberty, our Eagle team, our staffing, or our coach staff, are just looking to go down strongly
Yeah, for sure.
with a good face. Not keep playing at the varsity level that we've demonstrated this last quarter.
Absolutely. But they're kind of crappy right now, to be honest with you. They're chewing clock here, so they're just kind of running the ball. And, I mean, they're looking to add on a touchdown here, and that should, if they get that touchdown, that'll secure the game for them with the timing.
A series of miracles would allow us to win now. Another touchdown,
It'll be a pick six,
and we're playing for
another
second
pick
place.
six, and another pick six.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Definitely.
You know, miracle. Multiple miracles. You can only hope.
As Washington is creeping closer and closer to the end zone here. Ball on the ball on the 10-yard line here with 5 yards to go to a first. Another handoff to Alec Pekka. Been running the ball very well tonight. He gets in the end zone again.
That play resulted in touchdown for Washington.
Unfortunately, I mean, I hate to call it early, but
This looks like ball game, gentlemen.
this. I know the team hurts. I know the coaches hurt. I know the fans are hurting, but I don't know, we definitely showed a very good face
Oh, for sure.
this fourth quarter. If
Oh,
we
for sure.
started with this,
We would have won this game any day of the week.
but we didn't. We
Correct.
started as a JV team against
is,
a varsity team.
I'm going to say this now. This is the most points Washington has put up in a game all year.
That hurts.
By 3 touchdowns.
That hurts. Especially at home, especially homecoming weekend.
Liberty is about to match the most number of points they put up, being 35 in our first week against Howell Central. And then, we put 44 up against Timberland. That's a lie. But, yeah, this is rough.
It hurts as a fan and as a student of Liberty to watch our team, who we know can beat Washington into the dirt. We have proven that we can.
Oh, for sure.
Time and time again. But to watch our team play like this, it's painful. I don't think there's no one to blame for it. It's just, we did not have. We came in expecting a blowout, right?
Yeah,
came in
expecting a blowout, but not
114.
Not on this side of the ball, though.
But not like this.
I just watched Camden Cooper walk off the field. He's done for tonight. Pads off and everything, so. The ball is caught by number 16, Maddox Jones. Sorry, number 46 for Liberty, not Maddox Jones.
After the kick, Liberty will take over on the 26.
49 for Liberty caught that ball. That was not 49. Yeah, that's 49. They're letting JV players get reps. I don't have the roster for that. I couldn't tell you who that was, and I do apologize. That's tough.
Thank you, everybody that's been listening and watching.
Yeah, I do appreciate everyone coming in here right now. It's always fun like that. And we have
Even-
people to
even-
actually banter too about football here, but
Even at a loss,
Tough game.
we really appreciate the support you provide
absolutely,
by
you
viewership.
guys are what make this possible, and we appreciate that. As McMullen's back in the pocket here. Baldy, who was that?
Pass is complete.
Pass complete to. God, someone. I couldn't tell you.
That's good for Liberty. First down.
Liberty first here.
EAG.
It's always disappointing to lose. I'm not saying we've lost yet, but it's always disappointing to be down like this, especially at the homecoming game. But tomorrow they'll dance the pain away. It'll be fine.
We put numbers up.
We did. It was not a bad showing for our offense by any sort. Oh, as Jalen Mack going for a bit of a haul down the field here. That'll be good for another Liberty first down.
It was a great run. Even
catch.
though he's staring up at the board, and he knows that we have 4 minutes left, and they're down by 3 touchdowns. Even through that, our offensive line still continues to compete
And
on
show up with good blocks.
a varsity level. Our
Absolutely.
defense, we came in swinging this last quarter. It's nothing to
Absolutely.
be ashamed of.
We definitely look better. Or cut, deep ball, and he throws it away. God, he's frustrated with that one. That would have been a play. That would have been a play. That would have been great. Wow. He's mad. I know him.
It's nothing. No matter what happened, we came out. We're not sitting at 56-0 for Washington. We're not losing by 80.
Exactly.
We came
We're
out.
down by 3 possessions. We competed. That's a big thing. We have competed at a efficient level.
We stopped competing. We didn't start competing until the second half.
Absolutely.
But our performance in the second half is nothing to be afraid of.
Not at all.
Nothing to be ashamed of.
Oh, McMullen looking for something here. He's just going to go for a bit of a jog. And that will be a 8-yard
Quarterback
gain.
keeper by number 1.
It was a good run.
For sure.
Definitely.
8 on the play.
Definitely coming out swinging, ending this game off with a bam, hopefully. But I don't know.
Yeah, it could have been better. I think we're all a little disappointed here today.
It does not mean that we are ashamed of the performance we put up. We may be
Absolutely
disappointed.
not, no. We are disappointed with the way we came out and showed up today and played. But that doesn't mean it was bad by any means. As Jalen Mack is absolutely throttled with 4th and 2nd here.
I mean, full props to the coaches. But we do have homecoming tomorrow. Starts at 7 and should end around 9 or 10.
Yeah.
If you already have your tickets, wonderful. I mean, yeah, it'll be a great night. Like Mason said, make sure you drive safe. Make sure everything's
please
going
drive
good.
safe on your way home tonight, everybody. It's late now, getting up on that 9:30 hour. Yeah.
We did not end at 8:15 like we thought.
I was hoping, McMullen back in the pocket. Ball to Kaler, who fights off a couple of defenders, but is eventually taken down.
It's a good catch and throw.
Oh, for
We're
sure.
definitely still here to fight.
They're still balling out a little bit here, but it always could be better. 2nd and 15 now.
Ending it out with a
Or
touchdown
not 2nd and
would
15,
be
sorry.
great.
2
It would
minutes and
be-
15 seconds left as Washington will get the ball.
Washington will take over on downs.
But we're not.
I hate to say this, but unless Washington is kind of dumb, they're just going to run the ball a couple of times here, and that'll be game, which really does suck. But I think everyone knows it here. It was a tough fought game. The crowd still showed out. There's still everyone is still here, showing support for their Liberty family and their Liberty friends, their Liberty players. But it was a tough game against the Blue Jays here, and they just soared above our expectations.
A really big thanks to everybody in journalism, broadcasting, social media, anybody. A big thanks to everybody that came out early to set everything up. Big thanks to the journalism people, publications people coming out, pictures. Thanks to Will up on the live stream camera.
Working the camera up there, give him some props to see around. Will Nolan. Love
So,
that guy.
I mean, thanks to everybody that really showed up to help. Thanks to those listening. And just a big props to Liberty. We didn't give up. We figured we were going to win. We saw that we did not give
1:40
up.
left. The play clock winding down. They're going to let it go all the way to the 1 before they. A bit before the 1 here.
Ooh. I can tell you this, our defense is not happy.
Not at all.
They just shut that play down.
For sure.
I was good. I mean, even at the position we're in, we have not stopped playing good football.
Oh, yeah. Still out there to compete. Still out there to play, but not balling out like the varsity team we are.
Which is
happening.
unfortunate,
It
but
sucks.
it happens.
Yeah. Yes, as well said. It happens. Is what it is. And I think we can all live with that now. 55 seconds left here. So they're going to go for a bit of a run.
And up to number 3, Lane Gurley.
4th down here. They're going to chew the next 40 seconds off the clock, then probably snap it. Oh, time. Player injured. Liberty guy down on the field again.
Again, even at this late stage in the game, it really sucks to watch somebody go down, especially when the game's about to end. It's just hard to watch. But crowd's still here. There's a
Crowd's
lot
still
of
out
baby.
here right
There's a
now.
lot of baby powder flying.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that one. I really hope I don't get any on me. It's kind of gross.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Really hard to wash out of black
42
shorts.
seconds here. Jack Ryan kind of limping off the field here. That sucks, seeing him a little feeling crappy. Play will resume after Washington retakes the field here. 40 seconds left, and maybe another 2 plays here. It's 4th down for them. The clock stopped. They need a first here, so
Really great to see something out of the Eagles, even though we're
You
pretty
know.
much going to lose. It would still be amazing to see
Something.
a good, strong finish out of the Eagles.
absolutely. The punt from Washington should kill the rest of the time here.
Time keeps just winding down. Still a very energetic field
After the punt, the Eagles will take over on the 10-yard
to the
line.
crowd.
28 seconds left here. The Eagles will get a couple of plays. See what they can muster up. 30 seconds left on the clock here for play. First and 10 for the Eagles on their own 10-yard line. 56-34 if you're just joining us. Blue Jays are up. It's tough as Liberty is going to play it out here. Just let it go.
Yep.
McMullen
Good
check
throw.
on pass to Kaler. Who will be
Just
taken down.
bodied past the defender there.
Pass to number 80, Jonas Taylor. That's good for Liberty. First down.
Liberty first down here, 22 seconds left.
Definitely hoping for something here, even though the game's over pretty much. But you know, you never want to go down without swinging. While we have the chance, I think Coach McMillan wants something to happen.
Just something here would be nice. His Orcutt is body there. 4, 3.
Thanks everybody for listening into the live
Ball
stream.
game. Thank
we
you all for
really
coming out.
appreciate
This is,
your support.
Mason Molitor and Wesley will be joining you
Barlow.
next week against the East. Thank
Yep.
you. Bye.
Thanks everybody. Bye.
34-17, MIZ.